us to get involved in public service. When I first came to the United States Congress, one of the very first years, four more years, four more years, four more years.
It is such a great honor to be with you on this beautiful day, a day that has been a long time coming. Amen. To the members of the Chavez family and those who do recognize my dear friend, somebody we're so proud of, Arturo Rodriguez, the current president of the U.S. Most of all, I want to, in the years to come, generations of Americans will stand monuments that tell the story of who we are as Americans. It's a story of natural wonders and modern marvels, of fierce battles and quiet progress. But it's also a story of people, of determined, fearless, hopeful people who have always been willing to devote their lives to making this country a little more just and a little more free. One of those people lies here, beneath the rose garden at the foot of a hill we used to climb to watch the sun. And so today we celebrate Cesar Chavez. Cesar would be the first to say that this is not a monument to one man, by the farm workers themselves,
Does it look good
some
on
of
yours?
whom are with us. This place belongs to you too. The truth is, we would not be here if it weren't for Cesar. Growing up as the son of migrant workers who had lost their home in the Great Depression,
all you need to do is
Cesar wasn't easy on his parents.
and get him to take a picture.
He described himself as caprichoso, capricious. His brother Richard had another word for him: stubborn. By the time he reached 7th grade, Cesar estimated he had attended 65 elementary schools, following the crop cycles with his family, working odd jobs, sometimes living in roadside tents without electricity or plumbing. It wasn't an easy childhood, but Cesar always was different. While other kids could identify all the hottest cars, he memorized the names of labor leaders and politicians. After serving in the Navy during World War II, Cesar returned to the fields. It was a time of great change in America, but too often that change was only framed in terms of war and peace, black and white, young and old. No one seemed to care about the invisible farm workers who picked the nation's food. Bent down in the beating sun, living in poverty, cheated by growers, abandoned in old age, unable to demand even the most basic rights. But Cesar cared. And in his own peaceful, eloquent way, he made other people care too. A march that started at Delano with a handful of actors. That march ended 300 miles away in Sacramento with a crowd of 10,000 strong. A boycott of table grapes that began in California eventually drew 17 million supporters across the country, forcing growers to agree to some of the first farm worker contracts in history. Where there had once been despair, Caesar gave workers a reason to hope. What the growers don't know, he said, is that it's not bananas or grapes or lettuce. It's people. It's people. More than higher wages or better working conditions, that was Caesar's gift to us, a reminder that we are all God's children, that every life has value, that in the words of one of his heroes, Dr. Keene, we are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Caesar didn't believe in helping those who refused to help themselves, but he did believe that when maybe I started out working in the fields, but someday I'll own my own business. Maybe I have to make sacrifices, but those sacrifices are worth it if it means a better life for my family. That's the story of my ancestors. That's the story of your ancestors. It's the promise that has attracted generations of immigrants to our shores from every corner of the globe, sometimes at great risk, drawn by the idea that no matter who you are or what you look like or where you come from, this is the place where you can make it if you try.
Amen! Woo!
Today we have more work to do. Plans and safety from pesticides. Always moving, always striving for the America he knew we could be. More than anything, that's what I hope our children and grandchildren will take away from this place. Every time somebody's son or daughter comes and learns about the history of this movement, I want them to know that our journey is never hopeless. Our work is never done. I want them to learn about a small man guided by enormous faith in a righteous cause, a loving God, the dignity of every human being. I want them to remember that true courage is revealed when the night is darkest and the resistance is strongest, and we somehow find it within ourselves to stand up for what we believe in. Caesar once wrote a prayer for the farm workers that ends with these words: let the spirit flourish and grow, so that we will never tire of the struggle. Let us remember those who have died for justice, for they have given us life. Help us love even those who hate, so we can change the world.